guys, today's video is going to be about Ever After High, whether you are a royal, rebel, or a mixture of both. But yeah, let's get started. Hello Pile 1, if you chose the card Rose Quartz, this is your reading. So Pile 1s, you guys are my royals. You guys are the type to follow your destiny and you believe that everything happens for a reason. I wonder if this also ties into spirituality, where you come into your life for a purpose. You believe everything happens for a reason. You got Rose Quartz, which is unconditional love. So Rose Quartz is all about beauty, love, romance. Literally, this pile reminds me so much of Applewhite from Ever After High. And yeah, she's very romantic. She's very lovey-dovey, like, and yeah, she's very much about following her destiny. You also got the Empress card, which is all the queens combined. So you literally are the queen, you are the goddess. So that's interesting that you guys got this card as well. Again, something about beauty, love, romance, maybe even your mother figure, because obviously Applewhite looks up to her mother, Snow White. But yeah, there's something very royal about you, literally like elegant. You got expect the best because you deserve it. And it's interesting because this girl's also wearing a crown. She's a fairy princess. But yeah, it's really interesting that she's also like wearing a crown. But yeah, I feel like people also see that like you were always meant to have a life like this. Like maybe you were supposed to have a quote unquote easier life. Not necessarily like easy, your life was easy, but others see it as like, oh, she was supposed to have an easy life. Or she is lucky because her family helps her out, or like, I don't know, there's just something about that coming up. Or she's only beautiful because her mom is beautiful. I don't know, but there's just a lot about your beauty, your love life, like, oh, it was always supposed to be like a fairy tale. Yeah, that's really interesting that's coming up for you guys. You got the Six of Wands, and so that's someone that is victorious and always wins. So yeah, again, like you're on this pedestal, like people almost look up to you, or like everything always just works out in your favor. It's funny because you actually got 6 3 different times, which 6 is a pregnant woman, which is also mother. So the Empress again, or even Rose Quartz, is tying back into this. So yeah, you got the 6 of Wands, the 6 of Cups, and the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Cups is nostalgia. It's also children in the past. So it's also like very similar to Ever After High, where it's like the past repeating itself, or it's like your destiny. So there's something about the past coming up, or things happening again, like it was meant to be this way since you guys were kids. But yeah, there's also like a level of innocence to you as well. There could also be something about problems with friends, because obviously in the show, Raven and Applewhite, they tend to, you know, butt heads a lot, where they don't agree on a lot of things. So that could also be something coming up for you. You got 6 of Pentacles, which is charity work. So again, there's something very kind about you, where you feel the need to help people. I don't know why, but it's making me think of Applewhite when she decorates Raven's room, because she ends up rooming with Raven. She ends up asking, and obviously Raven is like, what the heck, I was supposed to be rooming with Maddie. But yeah, in Applewhite's eyes, she was helping Raven because they shared the destiny together, and she was helping her decorate her room. Also 6 of Pentacles is like breadcrumbing people, or giving them very little. So I wonder if people feel less than you because they're like, oh, we just get the breadcrumbs while she gets everything. So again, there's a lot of like that coming up. So I don't know if you guys tend to get jealousy a lot around you. I'm not really sure. Or maybe you get a lot of people begging for you. I don't know. It's this really interesting energy, but yeah. But I do see you changing a little bit, or maybe your mindset a bit. The Hangman is watching or seeing things from a new perspective. Or maybe that could also be people viewing you differently over time. As they get to know you, they start to understand you more. They see your perspective. You got 8 of Cups, and that's emotionally walking away from something. So again, I'm not sure, because it is very much like Applewhite, where she ends up, you know, changing her mind a bit towards the end. But I can also feel this is other people realizing that how they viewed you or how emotionally attached they were to you in a negative way isn't good for them. Yeah, you may deal with that a lot. But yeah, this was your reading, pile 1. Thank you for watching. Hello, my beautiful pile 2s. If you chose black tourmaline or tourmaline, this is your reading. So pile 2, you guys are my rebels. The crystal itself, black tourmaline, is protection and grounding. So yeah, there's a lot of sense of feeling to need to protect yourself from maybe how you grew up or your toxic household. It's also a crystal for grounding yourself, so maybe you are very emotional or anxious, which again reminds me of even Raven in Ever After High. But I could also see that as Ashlyn. She was very much overthinking what to do, whether she should be a royal or a rebel, or if she should change her destiny, if she was willing to take that risk. So that could also be like leaving a toxic household or your family, something about that coming up. It's obviously, it deals with these fairy tales and changing it. You got the 9 of Wands, and that's someone that's been hurt a lot, so now you're very defensive and maybe even protective of yourself, which makes sense why you got the crystal black tourmaline. But yeah, there's something about that coming up as well for you guys. The fairy message that you got was the winds are changing, embrace it. So you're the type of person to change or be the first one to do something differently. Very much the black sheep of the family. Again, very rebellious. Maybe like that's just in your nature. Maybe you talk back a lot or speak out a lot. Maybe people see it as talking back, but in your eyes you're just speaking the truth. Also, the girl in the card, she looks different, like from beauty standards, so that could also be something coming up for you where you don't fit society's beauty standards. I'm not sure why that's coming up, but I'm like focusing on her being a little bit fuller and her being darker skinned, so that could also be something that you deal with a lot. You challenge society's beauty standards, that no, this is beautiful as well, it's not just one singular thing, and I think that could be very tough for certain people. Talking about change, you also got the Fool, and the Fool takes leaps of faith, literally. Some people might literally see you as foolish or stupid and think that you're literally jumping off a cliff, and it's like, what are you doing? You don't, that's dangerous. Almost like they gaslight you in a way. I'm not really sure. Or they see you as naive or reckless. The little cat also makes me think that maybe you are cat-like, like maybe you have cat-like features, or you know how people tend to misunderstand cats a lot. Yeah, you guys are very misunderstood, this pile for sure. But yeah, the whole tarot story is the Fool going on this journey, so that could be something coming up for you as well later on. You got the 3 of Wands, and 3 of Wands is taking action. It's not being in the 2 of Wands unsure where to go. 3 of Wands is someone that takes action. You are a very strong person, at least that's how you come off to people. It's also interesting that in the 3 of Wands in this card, there's like boats sailing, so that makes me think of travel. And obviously the 3 of Wands is traveling and going somewhere else, so that could be literally you moving somewhere physically, or this is just a metaphor of how you embrace change, like the fairy card was saying. Very full energy. That's the perfect way to describe you. You got the 4 Wands, and 4 Wands is getting your happily ever after. It's getting married, it's a celebration card, it's happy home, happy life. This also does make me think of Ashlyn from Ever After High, how she ends up choosing Hunter, and she's like, no, I'm going to change my destiny because I want to be with Hunter. I don't want to be with anyone else. So that could also be something coming up in your life where your parents don't agree with your love life, whether it's like your sexuality or maybe the ethnicity or race of that person, or I don't know, I'm not really sure, but there's a sense of disagreeing with who you end up with, but you choose them anyways because you are in charge of your destiny, your life, your happiness. You got the 9 of Pentacles, and 9 of Pentacles is someone that is financially stable and also has everything they desire materialistically or material-wise. They have everything they need. So again, yeah, very much I energy, like energy for myself. So yeah, that's, I don't know, I feel like people might call you selfish for this, like how dare you, like you have all these things for yourself. But at the end of the day, you are choosing your own life, your own destiny, so I would just say ignore those little comments. I'm not really sure. It makes me think of the little bird on the unicorn's like back. So maybe like you hear people like chirping or talking about you and you're just like, whatever, who cares? But yeah, that was your reading, pile 2. Thank you for watching. Hello my beautiful pile 3s. If you chose lepidolite, this is your reading. Now pile 3s, you guys are so interesting because you guys are a mixture of both, and this immediately makes me think of Madeline Hatter. She's kind of a mixture of a royal and a rebel because she is somewhat happy with her destiny in the sense that she does want to follow in the footsteps of her father, the Mad Hatter, but also she agrees with the rebels, like taking charge of their destiny. So she sympathizes a lot with people. She feels that just because she is happy with her destiny, she also agrees with other people not being happy with their destiny and wanting to change it. So the crystal lepidolite that you got is romantic and calming. This is such a pretty crystal to have and own. Yeah, it's a very calming crystal to have. It's funny because in this picture she seems like she's thinking almost. So I feel like maybe you get in your head a lot, or you are I don't know why, but it's making me feel like you're a very deep person, like a deep thinker. You understand both sides. You understand that not everything is black and white, so very much like you understand there's gray areas in life. This also makes me feel like you listen to both sides, like her closing her eyes and like listening. Yeah, you make other people feel very calm, and you're also a very loving person. The fact that lepidolite is a romantic card, I feel like that says it all. Yeah, you got the fairy card, take time to connect with others. So yeah, you very much are, you're for all sides. You're a very kind and caring person. You listen to others. You got the 9 of Swords. So again, the overthinking, where I was saying, where I feel like maybe you tend to be a really deep thinker and you try to be there for other people, and sometimes that could be a bit much for you, even for yourself. Like you can feel a little bit guilty for enjoying how your life is. Like, I don't know, there's just something about that coming up where you tend to be really hard on yourself. I was just thinking this card is funny to get because I immediately got that some people think that you're sneaky or you lie or you're secretly like getting information for the other side. I feel like people think you're also very strategic in how you keep things to yourself. And sometimes I get the 7 of Swords, not in the sense that people are lying, but sometimes you hold back a little bit. So yeah, there's something about you like holding back a little bit because you are the middleman. So you got the Lovers, which reminds me of the lepidolite, the romantic part. So yeah, you do believe in true love, and you understand that some things are meant to be destined, but also some things are meant to change. So yeah, that's really interesting about you. That also makes me feel that how you connect to others, like take time to connect with friends, I think the fairy card said. So yeah, it's something about how you connect with others is also coming up. Queen of Cups, you are the Queen of Cups, very loving, mothering, again, a lot of emotion, water energy. Yeah, you make people feel really safe, like the crystal lepulite. Very romantic person. That keeps coming up over and over again for you. Speaking of emotions, you got the Nine of Cups, so another emotional card to get. This reminds me of pile 2, where they also got not the Nine of Cups but the Nine of Pentacles, I believe. So if you're attracted to pile 2, go watch that. But you got the Nine of Cups, and that's someone that is emotionally fulfilled by themselves. So it's similar to pile 2, where people tend to see you as selfish sometimes, where it's like, oh, you only care about your emotions, which is not true. You tend to care for everyone. So again, I would just ignore those people when, you know, they say things like that. But you are just a naturally very happy person. So obviously if someone is upset or in a negative mindset and they see someone else happy, it could put them also in a bad mood, you know, even if they don't mean to. You got the Ace of Pentacles, so that's something to me, someone that's very grounded or gives solid advice. So there's something about you that is stable and consistent to people, like what you offer to them. Again, more Pentacles energy. You got the Page of Pentacles. Pages tend to be younger, so yes, you are a grounded person, but you move at a slower pace, and pages are innocent, so there's a sense of innocence to you. So that shows me that your advice comes from an innocent place and innocent intentions. But yeah, that was your reading, pile 3. Thank you for watching.